What's up, Saiyan Army? So today on my IG story I asked you guys what type of video did you guys want, and 60 to 70% of you guys voted on a lean bulking progress video. So here it is. We're gonna give you guys an update on my Broly bulk. So what you're seeing on the screen now is some rehab exercises that I'm doing for my abs and my lower back. I'll explain more in detail in another video. Next thing what you're seeing is my glute bridges or reverse glute bridges. I'm not exactly sure what the name is, but it's two of my favorite exercises that I learned from Bod Mechanic. And the second one is good for shoulder impingement. As you guys will see later on in this video, my left shoulder has been very tight, which is funny because my right shoulder was very tight and now my left shoulder is. So I've been doing lots of mobility work for it and it's gonna get better. So what you're seeing on your screen now is incline bench press. I was doing dumbbells for a while, but just the setup's just a lot easier doing it on the bench press, so I'm switching back. Maybe when the gym opens up again, I'll start doing dumbbells again. I notice I don't get any impingement when I do dumbbells, which is why I kind of stepped away from the barbell, but it's all good. So today what we got on the menu is 4 sets of 5 reps of 245 pounds paused. I think I started, this is my 3rd week at it. I started at 185 really light, then I went to 225, and today is 245, and it went relatively well. Honestly, it wasn't the greatest. I'll just be honest. The first set went decently well, what you'll see here, but the rest of the sets are kind of iffy. You'll see in my next set, my foot slips while I set up, and on my last set, like, yeah, my mind was just kind of going everywhere. Also, I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about in this video, and I just had a lot on my mind, so I was just having like some difficulty focusing. But as you'll see here, my foot kind of slips. What you want to do is make sure that you get a good base. Boom, right there, my foot slipped. But at least I recovered, and like these reps weren't as clean as I wanted to just because it kind of threw me off from it. As you can see, it's a little bit, the reps are pretty slow, but everything went decently well. Some stuff that I am changing as well on my incline benches, I'm taking a slightly wider grip, so I'll go a little bit closer with my grip. But right now I'm keeping my pinkies on the rings. Typically I'll keep it around like 2 fingers length from my thumb from the start of the knurling, if that makes sense to you guys. So setting up, yes, first thing you want to do is get a good base. I think that's the #1 thing. I see a majority of people fail when they bench is they don't have a strong base, they're not using their legs. Secondly, what you're seeing is I kind of do this thing where I pull my nose up to the bar before every rep. This is an old school thing that they used to teach, and they taught me this like, I don't know, 15 years ago when I first started lifting. But basically what you're doing is you're pulling yourself into the bar and just tightening and squeezing your back and lats. Reason being is a lot of benching, you know, all your stabilizing muscles is your back. So that's why I'm pulling myself into position. Then I kind of just wiggle my back into position. That's why another reason you don't see me benching in stringers or tank tops for the most part. Sometimes you'll see me benching in tank tops, but you'll rarely see me benching in stringers. Reason being is when I wiggle myself into position, my back gets stuck to the bench and it's hard for me to get into position. So that's why whenever you see me benching, I'll either be wearing a jacket or I'll be wearing a t-shirt, because it's just a lot easier to get into position. Now, next exercise. This is an exercise you do not want to do if you have bad mobility in your shoulders. I like to do this following my benching just because benching kind of tightens up your shoulders while this kind of helps open everything up. Also, it doesn't bother my left shoulder. You'll see later on that it's very tight, but it doesn't bother my shoulder at all. And I'm going very light. This is 95 pounds. I'm doing 4 sets of 10 reps. And I like the isolation that it gives on the lateral head of your delt. You know, when you incline bench, using a ton of anterior delt. That's why I do not do any anterior delt work on top of any of my lifting, and I haven't done it for years. Yet anterior delts, you know, are gonna be some of your most developed part of your shoulder. And next exercise, we're doing ring dips. So I added weight for a little bit, but I decided to back it off. Right now I'm doing 4 sets of 10 reps on the ring dips, and this wasn't the greatest day. Like, my mobility didn't feel the greatest. I felt a little bit tight while doing it, but overall it went really well. Rings are actually really fun. Some things I want to learn to do in the future with rings is, one, I wouldn't mind being able to do the iron cross. Like, I think that just looks badass, and it just takes a ton of core strength and stability. The iron crosses, when you see them holding themselves up like that. Secondly, I want to do a ring muscle up. Now ring muscle up, I think I have enough strength to do it, but I think it's just a lot of technique and just practicing it. And right now my rings are just too low. My steps just not big enough to be able to practice the muscle ups. So eventually, if I can find a gym with rings that are more suspended, then I'll do it. So here's where you can see where my left side is tight. As you can see, my right side is going like, it's going a lot higher than my left side. It's going about an inch, maybe more, maybe 2 inches higher than my right side. So you can see that my left shoulder is very tight. I mean, it also doesn't help that I had the camera blocking the mirror. Typically I can kind of even myself out when I can see myself in the mirror, but the camera was blocking it. But even from this side angle, you can still see my left side is going a lot lower than my right. So I've been doing lots of band and mobility work, some myofascial work, and I'll go more in detail about that in another video. But we're doing Arnold presses. So I like to hit my shoulders from as many different angles as I can. That's why even like I brought back upper rows. Upper rows I don't even like to do, but just because there's only so much I can do being at home, something else I added was some wide grip upper rows that you'll see in a future video. But yeah, Arnold pressing is another exercise that I added. Yes, Arnold presses do use anterior delt as well, but I just like the rotation and the feel that it gives on your shoulder joint. I do feel that it also helps strengthen your rotator cuff as well, so that's why I like to do them. So next exercise, what you're seeing is lateral raises, 4 sets, 15 reps. We're supersetting that with close grip push-ups. I got these perfect push-up things as you guys saw in my last video. And typically what I do is I'll do banded incline push-up, but recently I broke my band. Actually both bands that I was gonna use, I think it just hit their life limit because both of them just straight snapped on me. But yeah, so we're just doing it body weight, just sets of 15. I do like the perfect push-up handles because as you can see, you can turn it in at the top and it just really helps engage your triceps a lot more. So last exercise of the workout was overhead tricep extension, supersetting that with push downs. Now just going back to the bulk, right now I'm feeling real good. I'm about 177 pounds as of today, and if I had to guess my body weight fat, it'd probably be around like 15%-ish, maybe a little bit higher. I store a lot of my fat in my legs, and as you can see in my picture, in my lower stomach, which is normal for most people. Luckily, I store a lot in my legs, so I get to keep, I always have my upper abs for the most part, but on top of that, my body's just feeling really good. Like I'm eating a lot, I'm getting enough sleep, everything's going good, you know, even though like I have this impingement, I was dealing with some lower back issues, everything's feeling flipping good. Also, something that I want to do is I want to record a full day of eating for you guys. So let me know if that's something you guys would want to see in the comment section down below, or let me know any other video suggestions, or if you guys like seeing these type of workout videos. I know a lot of you, or majority of you guys watching, don't have workout equipment, don't have a home gym, and I do feel kind of weird uploading, you know, workout footage, but quarantine is gonna end soon, hopefully. People are saying that gyms should open up ending this month, so we see the light, we're getting there, we're almost there. But let me know what you guys think. If you guys don't like or don't want the workout footage, then I can just disregard it until gyms open back up again. Or if you guys like it, you guys feel like you guys are lifting there with me, or if you guys can't lift, at least you guys can watch me. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Make sure to like the video. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think or any future video ideas. Subscribe if you're new to the channel for online coaching. Email me, gokuflex@gmail.com. Saiyans are always ascending through this quarantine. For programs, check out saiyanarmy.com. See you guys in the next one. Much love, strength and honor. Aloha.